Just looks like the last few weeks, offensive line has been having a lot of fun out there. You guys are really celebrating a lot more after plays. Just how fun is it out there right now?
It's really fun. I mean, we're getting into a really good rhythm where we're all working together. We're all communicating really well pre-snap, in meetings, and in practice, which then works through the games. And that allows us to have that fun. And I think the mentality that we have each game starting and trying to be the most physical team out there on the field, I think that has helped us just have more fun because we're just cutting it loose and not really worrying, oh, maybe I got beat on this last play, maybe it wasn't the correct first step to take. Now we're just worried about finishing each play with intent and then moving on to the next.
Was there a turning point where you just kind of got that comfortability?
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say there's like a specific turning point. I think it just happens over time, gradually, and through meetings, through practice, and then working its way onto the field.
You guys wanted to shut off some of the penalties, the pre-snap penalties. It looks like you guys have. So how did you specifically work on that, and do you feel that you guys are kind of where you want to be with that?
Yeah, so a lot of that comes to meetings, but we also changed it up a lot in our warm-ups. Now our warm-ups are on cadences, every single line. It's on 1, on 2, on 3, and you just got to pay that much more attention and be focused. And I think that has translated really well onto the field.
You guys are about to play your 7th game in a row. You line up against 280-pound, 300-pound guys every single play. What is Sunday through Friday like for you and the 4 other dudes you line up with?
Lots of treatment, lots and lots of treatment. I mean, it's brutal practices, but I mean, if you're not getting in the training room, you're not going to be able to play these games correctly or to your fullest. And so a lot of it comes down to, or these guys are spending 2-3 hours in the training room every single day just so we can hobble out on the field, and have a good game.
What does like a 2-3 hour training session look like?
A lot of it, first probably half of it's going to be like actual workouts, I feel like I've hit leg day 3 days in a row, but it's like first half of it's like actual workouts, lunges, squats, whatever it is for your specific ailment or whatever you're hurting. And then the second half is sort of like feel good stuff. Whatever that is, just make your body lower the inflation.
I don't know if it's new or something that I don't know if it's something new that you're doing this year or not, but we're talking with somebody else and they're like, yeah, he's probably out, stretching out or something again right now in the weight room. Or is there anything like new that you've even gone to another step for this year to make sure that you're taking care of yourself? Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say it's anything crazy. It's just trying to hone my process and everything I do. A lot of the treatment that I do is at my house just so I can hang out with my wife, because I spend a lot of the time here anyways. So a lot of the time, whether it's sitting in compression boots or stretching, I'll be at my house watching a TV show or watching film, stretching while it's going on. And so, yeah, it's just like finding every part of the day where you're not really doing anything and just adding a little bit to it. How many hours do you watch film before you have to, your wife is like, we got to watch something she wants?
Oh, I mean, she loves watching film with me. She really does. Really? The only problem that she doesn't like with me is that I rewind the first second of every clip about 50 times just because she doesn't like watching or just because I need to see the first step, and that's what aggravates her.
What'd you, speaking of film and stuff, what did you guys see of some of the struggles at the goal line against Nevada? What did you guys see when you went back and looked at that?
Yeah, a lot of it was just playing out of our technique, and that's a lot of the time what these things come down to. I think, we were worried about what the defense was going to do, which made us slow down in our technique, and we just got to realize, hey, if we play within our fundamentals, within our techniques, we can dominate any team that we come across.
You guys obviously take a lot of pride in running the football, and you get down inside the 5 and have 5-6, no gain plays. I mean, how frustrating was that, I guess?
Yeah, it's really frustrating, and that's something that we take pride in fixing, and we take pride usually in actually dominating down there. We always talk about smelling blood in the red zone, and I think that's something that we're doing a really good job fixing this week.
Cages, no Chris Marshall this weekend. Spencer says it was is a standard how players interact with teammates and coaches, and just as a leader on the team as a captain, what can you say just about the standard that's being kept here, and as a leader, how do you kind of keep all the players kind of grounded together?
Yeah, I mean, there's a really high standard here. I mean, we talk about the culture at Boise State, and it's been held and it's been founded and upheld through all the decades of Boise State football. And I think in order to just uphold it, we just as leadership just need to keep guys accountable, player-led team, and just going after it one day at a time.
I don't know how much you're allowed to say, but have any of great leaders chatting with Chris at all, and I guess has any words with him?
No.
How do you offensively get the passing game going without Chris, without Ben? I mean, how do you guys find ways? Maybe it's establish the run first and it'll open it up. I mean, how do you guys try to find some of these explosive plays, particularly in the passing game?
Yeah, I mean, I have a ton of trust in every person on the team. I mean, it's the next guy up. I fully trust every single person who's going to step up into that role to do an amazing job and to do their job right and to dominate.
The goal every week is going to be 1-0, but when you have a rivalry trophy on the line, what does that add to it?
Yeah, I mean, it adds a bit. I personally don't like Fresno. We say we play for each other, but we also play for hatred of other teams sometimes, and that's what we're playing a little bit this week. I've had 2 games with Fresno before, didn't get to play them last year, and I'm excited to hammer it home this year.
Not having that milk can, the trophy the last 2 years, how much has that hurt you guys?
Yeah, you definitely feel it. I mean, we talked about the milk can in our team meeting on Monday, and it's definitely sitting in the back of our minds.
Could Malik Sherrod be the first guy ever to raise it up on both sides?
That would be awesome.
What's it been like getting to know him a little bit this year, and what do you think this is like for him, obviously playing his old team?
Oh yeah, he's an amazing guy. I mean, he's stepped up into a huge leadership role on this team, and I'm just so proud of him for coming here. Not feeling like, oh, maybe I'm the new guy on the block. Maybe I just can't lead as well as I should be able to. No, he fully stepped into his role, and he's built the relationships here. And we're having him do a speech in front of the team on Thursday. Each of our leadership guys does a speech every Thursday, and this is his week. And so he stepped up into a huge role, and he's ready for this game.
I know we heard, especially in fall camp, him doing a lot of trash talking and stuff. Man, I know when you play against him, you wouldn't have obviously gone against him on the field, but I mean, is he a guy that you like having? Maybe you like on your team, maybe you don't like if he's on the other team.
Yeah, he brings a lot of energy. Yeah.
Is that most anticipated speech of the season, maybe?
We'll see. We'll see what he has planned.
When you look at the last game, you had 2 mammoth drives where you're out on the field for like 15, 18 plays. What's it like, and then what's the feeling, as you're establishing the line of scrimmage? It's taken forever, but you're pushing them back 4 or 5 yards a time.
Yeah, I mean, it's always just setting the tone, and when you get into those long drives, you're out of breath, you don't have energy, the guy next to you doesn't have energy, nobody has energy, but you just have to find a way to come together. Me and Jason Steele, give fist bumps to each other before every single play, just say, hey, I got your back, you got mine, and it doesn't matter how hurt we are, how much energy we have left, we're going to be there for each other, and we're just going to keep driving.
And the other team, they have to be having no energy either, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Got one more about watching film with your wife. So does she ask questions? Does she ever see anything? How's that go down?
Oh yeah, she asks a lot of questions. She loves football. I mean, when you talk about someone who's actually engaged and possibly addicted to the game of football, that is Kage Casey. I mean, she is so excited to just sit there and watch a game of football, almost more than even I am. I mean, she's just asking questions over and over and over. She wants to learn. She wants to help me in any way she can, and she has a lot of fun doing it.
As you search for your life partner, you dedicate a lot of your life to football as well. How much does that make your dedication to this game and being as good as you can? How much does that help make it easier maybe?
Yeah, it adds a lot because it's not like I'm taking away from her day. She actually enjoys spending some time with me and watching film.
What's her favorite run scheme?
Ooh, I'll ask her next time. Next week's interviews.
What's the most astute thing you think she's ever said? Looking at something or spotting something.
I think when she first started noticing the difference between inside zone and duo was when I was like, okay, she's actually picking up on this game, and it's pretty crazy.
It's hilarious. Okay, just for you overall, you have big expectations coming into the season. I think the thing that makes a great left tackle is just being a model of consistency over there, right? So how do you feel like your season's gone so far?
I feel like it's good, and I'm having a lot of fun this season. And I'm happy to be playing with the guys next to me. It's been really fun so far, and I'm looking forward to finishing out the season strong. But yeah, it's been probably the most fun season so far.
Well, why is that?
I don't know. I think I'm just not. I mean, I'm obviously want to play to my best, but I'm really just focusing on having fun out there. I'm focusing on being the best I can, relying on my process, relying on the film study that I've done, relying on the treatment that I've done, and just cutting it loose when I get out there and playing for the guys next to me.
What's the biggest one aspect you think you're better this year than last year?
I mean, I want to say there's a lot. I really do think that just like footwork has dramatically gotten better since last year, especially in the run game, and I'm really proud of that. Yeah, thank you guys.